Hello again, everybody, and welcome to High School Boys Basketball on DouglasCountyDigest.com. Chris Patton and Luke Johnson here with you from Arthur Lovington High School in Arthur tonight. The Arthur Lovington Knights going to take on the Villa Grove Blue Devils in LOVC action. And Luke, kind of a tale of two seasons for these squads. Arthur, strong year. Things keep going like normal, and Villa Grove kind of struggling to stay afloat.
Yeah, Arthur's in the top two, and Villa Grove's on the very bottom right at the moment. So it should be a decisive game for Arthur, but you never know. Villa Grove could be the sleeper team here.
Villa Grove has definitely hung with people. They've just had a hard time kind of pulling some of these games out. Shot put up no good. Fight for a rebound there. Arthur's going to get it, and we're going to push on Villa Grove. Looks like 34, Gabe Palmer is going to pick up a foul, nudging, I think that was Evan Sigmiller out of bounds for Villa Grove. So a foul already on Gabe Palmer. Lucas Vandeventer, Tyler Harrison, Austin Hubbard, Gabe Palmer, Skylar Orwick are starters for Villa Grove. Arthur Lovington, the Knights, with the ball now. And it's out with Curtis Plank, Tyler Schuring, Evan Siegmiller, Nick Martina, Andrew Maxwell starting for the Knights. It's senior night here in Arthur. It's parents' night. We've a lot of festivities going on here, and the best way the Knights know to cap off this night is to pick up a victory. Shot put up no good, rebounded wide open under the basket. Left alone, Nick Martina puts it up and in. 2-0 Arthur Lovington, 7:05 remaining in the first.
And Arthur's back to their old self. A lot of movement. There's a lot more screening, a lot more cutting there, but they still move around the perimeter really well.
Arthur definitely the most patient team we've seen this season, covering these Douglas County schools, and then even the teams not from Douglas County they played against. Drive to the basket, shot put up and good, goes down for 34, Gabe Palmer. Last time we saw him, he had 16 in a losing effort against Martinsville. He's got 2 here tonight. We're tied at 2. Curtis Plank with it, gives it back to Tyler Schuring. He's going to shoot from long distance, no good. Rebound taken away again, though, by 25. No, Nick Martina can't get it go that time, and Villa Grove pulls it away. And after a little delay, they're going to bring it down the half court. Lucas Vandeventer with it, guarded tightly by Tyler Schuring. Tipped away, we got Arthur on a fast break here. Andrew Maxwell going to take it all the way, finished it off. 2 points for Andrew Maxwell, 4-2 Arthur Lovington, 6 minutes remaining in the first quarter.
Well, last time we saw both of these teams, they both on a loss in the overtime or the last second shot.
Arthur double teaming Vandeventer, get in there and causes a jump ball in the possession arrow, points to Villa Grove, or to Arthur Lovington, since Villa Grove won the opening tip.
And Arthur's defense is going to be a problem for Villa Grove because Arthur's defense is extremely aggressive in the man-to-man. They love to pressure the ball up top. Makes it difficult to do anything in your offense.
Shot put up, goes through. Curtis Plank has 2. 6-2 Arthur Lovington. And we're going to get a timeout called here early on by Brian Russell, the head coach of the Villa Grove Blue Devils. But like we said, Arthur very patient, very patient on offense, waiting for that exact perfect time, and then very aggressive on defense.
Yeah, their defense really is kind of supports their offense. They play such hard defense, such pressure defense that they create turnovers, they get jump balls, they get loose balls, and they just run it down to the court and fast break layups. Fast break shots. They're a really good shooting team. They have a couple of guys that can hit from the outside. Curtis Plank, I believe, went off last time in a losing effort against Heritage in the LOVC tournament.
Yeah, last time we saw Arthur Lovington was in the semifinals of the LOVC tournament. They dropped a heartbreaker in overtime to Heritage. Best game we've seen all year, pretty much. And last time we saw Villa Grove, they also dropped a heartbreaker. Martinsville took them down last week. 3-point shot made at the buzzer by Martinsville. Tie game and then 3-pointer, they won it. And it really took some of the air out of the Villa Grove sails that night. Pressure from Arthur. Villa Grove runs the baseline, gives it off, and puts it shot up and good by Austin Hubbard after it's brought down the floor by Gabe Palmer. Nice job by Villa Grove to break the pressure and get down and finish that off. Arthur with it now. Setting things up on offense. Curtis Plank with it over to Maxwell. Maxwell into the lane, tipped around, and it doesn't go down for Curtis Plank. Pass was tipped, ended up in the right spot, but couldn't get the shot to go down. Gabe Palmer with it now. Gonna get called for a double dribble as he put his back to the basket and tried to break down Andrew Maxwell.
I think Arthur doesn't want to let Villa Grove get out in transition offense. They want their transition defense to stop Villa Grove, because I think Villa Grove wants to get out and run and beat Arthur's defense down the floor.
Don't want to give them those chances to trap them out there out top. 6-4, Arthur Lovington leads. 4:50 left to go in the first. Maxwell out top gives it over to Curtis Plank. Back now to Nick Martina. Finds his man Plank, drives, shot put up, and a foul.
And that's tough to guard Arthur's offense when there's just so much movement going on. People are going everywhere. They move the ball so quickly around the perimeter. It's going to be tough for Villa Grove. As we've seen in the past, Villa Grove doesn't have a very deep bench.
Shot from the free throw line by Curtis Plank there, barely gets the net. He'll get one more shot here. 6-4, Arthur leads. The Villa Grove foul went against Skylar Orwick, number 40, the sophomore. His first, team second. Second free throw, no good for Plank, and that's something also we saw from Arthur before. Trouble at the free throw line. Palmer comes down once again, puts his head down, puts his back to the basket, tries to get past Maxwell that way. Lost the handle a little bit, and then when he got it back, he traveled.
Just needs to slow it down a little bit and take his time a little bit more.
Like you said, he's trying to get into that transition, trying to keep that going. Plank brings it across half court. Andrew Maxwell has it now. And we're in another foul on Orwick because he's playing just a little too tough on Nick Martina there.
We've seen that a lot from Villa Grove. They're a little over pressuring. They're too active and they pick up silly fouls.
They are, we've called Arthur aggressive. I think maybe Villa Grove might be overzealous.
There you go.
It's kind of the same thing, but Arthur does it within the constraints of the rules, and Villa Grove could get a little handsy at times. Curtis Plank with it now. Brandon Coberline came into the game for Villa Grove, and the ball is punted down the floor. Kick ball is going to remain with Arthur Lovington.
And Arthur's got to work it inside. Villa Grove doesn't have size. They're just small tonight.
Let's see if Arthur can do that. They're going to work around the arc first. Martina gets a cutter into Shuring. He puts it up. Air balls it no good. Taken away though. Siegmiller got it, but I think he stepped on the in line when he tried to pick up that loose ball. Nope. Foul?
Foul on Gabe Palmer. That'll be his second.
Villa Grove has the ball, so I don't think they give a foul on Palmer. We are going to get a charge there on Villa Grove. Once again, Palmer a little out of control.
That was the foul on Gabe Palmer.
There is the second foul on Gabe Palmer.
Right there.
It's like how the satellite is a few seconds ahead of everything else. It's the opposite of the 7-second delay. Anyway, we're back to Arthur Lovington having the ball. Evan Siegmiller with it, going to drive to the basket. He gets it stripped, all up in the air, taken away by Villa Grove. Austin Hubbard brings it down, gives it to Lucas Vandeventer. He's guarded by Shuring. Drives, meets a double team, finds his cutter. Shot put up, no good though. Tyler Harrison slipped out of his hands, or he just misjudged where he was. He missed it though. Maxwell gets it down the floor. His shot's no good. Rebounded though by Nick Martina. 8-4, Arthur Lovington. Villa Grove has it. Palmer had it, almost lost it, gave it back to Vandeventer. He's guarded out top by Shuring. Gonna drive and kick it back out to Brandon Coberline. He drives to his right, meets a double team, kicks it back out. We'll see if Vandeventer puts up a three. Good! Lucas Vandeventer, the long-range specialist for Villa Grove, puts in a three. It's 8-7, Arthur Lovington now.
And that was good ball, good penetration, good ball movement by Villa Grove, and then the kick out to their best three-point shooter.
And into the lane it goes. We get a little flop there. Rebound of missed shot, put it right back up. Nick Martina sticks with it, gets his own rebound, puts it right back up, and he gives his team a 10-7 lead. Nick Martina was 6 tonight, and there he said, taking advantage of his size inside. Coberline has it, steps around, some people, steps through, and gonna get to the free throw line, it looks like, for 2 shots.
And there's putting your head down, going to the basket, and getting the foul call.
First Arthur Levington foul of the night is going to go on Evan Siegmiller. Brandon Koberlein going to go to the free throw line for 2 shots. Trying to make something happen. He at least gets the free throw line, but he does miss his first one. Arthur going with the wholesale substitution, as they like to do quite often. We didn't get a full new 5, but we got 4 new guys on the floor there for the Knights.
Yeah, I think maybe Arthur's coach knows that Villa Grove doesn't have a deep bench. You might as well use the hockey substitution.
Koberlein makes the second one. 10-8 now your score. 2:20 left to go in the first. Clayton Hahn now running the point, almost loses it, gets it before it goes across half court. He is tied up as he goes up in the air, and it's taken away by Gilbert Nieto, who then loses it. Here comes Arthur. Away from the pack is Logan West, but we're going to get a foul called on Vandeventer. 2 shots for West. Fast-paced action here in Arthur tonight.
I think that's one of the only ways Villa Grove's going to stay with this game, though, because once you let Arthur's defense get set and they find man-to-man, the pressure is just so great, and they don't have so many ball handlers for Villa Grove.
Free throw shooting continues to be an issue for Arthur Levington, though. Logan West misses his first one. The team is 0 for 3 from the line tonight. Second one hits the back iron, no good. Austin Hubbard gets it. Martinez stays back with him, but here comes Hubbard. Shot put up from 2, barely grazes the front iron by Tyler Harrison. Rebounded, though, by 32, Austin Hubbard. Lucas Vandeventer going to set things back up out top. You see Avery Schrock gets out there after him. Pull-up shot, off the back iron, no good. Battle for the ball, let's see who ends up with it. It's loose, Koberlein gets it, puts up a shot, and good. Brandon Koberlein ties the ball game at 10 with 1.5 minutes left to go here in the first quarter.
And it's been missed free throws, and Villa Grove's just out hustling Arthur to everything so far.
Logan West is going to drive to the basket, and he gets fouled. He's going to get 2 shots. Foul goes on Villa Grove's 23, Gilbert Nieto, his first. That's the team's 6th. We are just 1:25 left to go before the end of the first, and 6 fouls already on Villa Grove. There's a free throw made by Logan West. Makes the first one, gives his team an 11-10 advantage.
That's going to slowly gain down a lot for both teams with Villa Grove being over the limit already.
Misses that one, though, right there. Nobody boxed out Nick Martina. Ball gets back into the lane, and West might go right back to that free throw line. Foul for Villa Grove is going to be on Nieto again. Villa Grove now 17 fouls, 3 people with 2 of those each. Nieto, Gabe Palmer, Skylar Orwick, all with 2.
The coach's worst nightmare. He may have to start playing people who are in foul trouble in the first quarter.
Logan West right now 1 for 5 from the free throw line. He'd probably get his mail sent there. He's been there so often here early on. Makes the second one 12-10. Long pass for Villa Grove. They try and beat the pressure again and do, but Koberlein misses, but Villa Grove gets the rebound. Koberlein puts it up again and no good. Rebounded by West. Throws his own version of the touchdown pass and it lands out of bounds. It's going to be Blue Devil ball.
Coach down there letting Logan West know to get the ball to a guard to bring the ball to the floor.
If we're going to see Arthur throw a touchdown pass, you'd think Tyler Schuring would do it. He's the varsity quarterback, has been as a freshman and a sophomore. He's on the bench right now, though. I think head coach Dale Schuring, he's also the football coach over here. I think Tyler would probably be the only one he wants throwing that pass tonight. Kick ball, Villa Grove's going to retain possession, 12-10, 52.8 seconds left to go here in the first. Arthur leads by 2. Austin Hubbard with it, guarded by Maxwell. Lucas Vandeventer has it now. He's guarded by Avery Schrock. Vandeventer's going to drive, thought about pulling it up. Nieto's going to shoot from the elbow and switches it through. Gilbert Nieto, 2 points, tied at 12 here. 30 seconds remaining in the first. Maxwell's going to drive, finds a lane, puts it through. Andrew Maxwell has 4. It's 14-12 Villa Grove. or Arthur Levington, excuse me. Villa Grove has it now with 20 seconds remaining. We'll see what they do here. Vanderbilt with it out top, going to get a screen from Nieto. Dribbles behind his back, tries to throw it through two men. Trapped and taken away. Little hook shot pass there, gets ahead. Nieto blocks the shot. Rebound for Arthur, put up no good. Another rebound, no good. We're going to get a foul with 1.8 seconds left on the clock. Logan West really causing Villa Grove some problems in the lane. He's going to get back for yet another trip to the free throw line. Shot 2 shots each time. And Villa Grove foul is going to go on Austin Hubbard. His first, that's the team's 8th. But it hadn't hurt all that much because Arthur's not having the best luck from the free throw line. West misses the first.
And West has been in the right spot at the right time for a lot of those extra rebounds.
And let's see what he does with the second one. Makes that. So he's got 3 points so far. Arthur Levington has a 15-12 lead. So Logan West, the free throw line, the making things happen, I guess. You know, he's had struggled a little bit, but that 3 points, hey, that's the difference so far. We're through 1 quarter of play in Arthur. And the homestanding Arthur Levington Knights have 15. Villa Grove Blue Devils have 12. We'll come back with the second quarter on DouglasCountyDigest.com.